In this video, I will show you 10 essential sites that will improve a lot your Gods Unchained experience. So we have a lot of community sites, and no, I'm not talking about the community sites that are shared on the Gods Unchained on Discord that are from the 2021. So that's why I went to do this video, because I want to share with you all those useful sites that people invested time on for build those and are probably not really known because Jew really didn't help them to get in no more. So I guess that's my job. Starting from the site that will help you to get better in the game, so best decks, cards and so on, and even sites that will help you with the financial part, so price analysis, selling and buying cards. So this video will have 10 sites, and those are literally all the community sites that you have to know. So there will be sites that the majority of you already knows, but I have to share for all the new players that probably don't know, but those sites are essential. And there will be even some sites that almost no one knows that are pretty niche but are really good for something. So be sure to watch all the video for don't miss any of those. And now let's start with the sites about the stats of the game literally, and the best one is Judek. So Judek is probably known from almost everyone, but I still have to say that because if someone new doesn't know this site, is so important because you literally have everything in this site. It's literally the perfect site essentially, probably not for the financial part because yes, there is still the price of the cards and so on, but it doesn't have really a lot of graph and so on, so it's not the best for the financial part, but for the stats of the game is literally huge. So the first thing that is the most important of Judek are the player stats. This is a thing super important, mostly even for the weekend ranked, so you can check on Judek on your profile page how much you are doing in the weekend ranked, so what is your score and what will you win in the weekend ranked essentially, so which pack will you win, because if you don't know, you win packs based on your wins and your rank, and Judek literally calculate that for you, so keep track of your score of the weekend ranked and even of your rank of starting, and it literally share to you what you will win essentially. And since those scores are not implemented in the client, it's really important to utilize Judek for that. But Judek overall is really important for any type of stats, so you can see literally all the players, so the top 10 and so on, and most importantly you can check all the best meta decks, the pricing decks, and even the archetypes, the win percentage, and even the matchup that is really important. So all of those are really important stats that you want to check for understand the meta of the game, because on Judek there is literally everything you have to know. Another nice thing is the card analysis, so you can literally sort all the cards. I generally utilize that when I am building a new deck, and I sort like cards that I can put in this deck, and you can do that even on Judek literally, like you can build the deck on Judek, and is better than the deck builder of Gods Unchained in my opinion, so I tend to build my deck on Judek and then import it in the game. And Judek is even a lot important because you can even snipe the old deck that your opponent is using, so essentially during the weekend ranked you can search your opponent name and check what he is playing during the weekend ranked, so essentially you can check the deck that is playing literally against you right now. This is probably not really moral, but is literally what almost everyone is doing, at least in Mythic, so I'm sharing this with you because in this way you know that this exists and then you can manage to do whatever you want. The second site about game analysis is Geometa. So this site is literally pure gold, trust me guys, this site is amazing for, as the name says, the Geometa, but most importantly you will utilize that for the sealed part. So the sealed part of this site is amazing, you can see all your past score, all your winnings, and most importantly even like your overall win rate percentage on sealed, and even how much you spent in gods and so on. So for see that you have before to make an account and log in into your account, and then you will literally check how much you made on gods or how much probably you lost, because generally you lose gods because you gain even card on sealed. But yeah, this site is really important for sealed. You have even other stats like Judek for literally the meta of Gods Unchained, but I really suggest to you to utilize this site for the sealed part, because as I said, it's literally amazing the stats that can give to you. So the third site I want to talk about is Infinite Mana site, and this is probably a bit more niche for more competitive player, but there you can see your MMR and even like who is performing better overall on the weekend rankeds or who is winning more on tournaments. So it's really important for keep track of the competitive part of the game, and there will be even the amount of game you played and your win rate. So it's really helpful for understand how you are doing in the game. So if you are liking this video, be sure to drop a follow because I will even release a best app for Gods Unchained, so be sure to not miss that. A site that I want to share with you that will improve literally your game experience is Loot Rush. I talked a lot about Loot Rush, so I will not continue to talk about that, but essentially you can rent cards for really few bucks, and those will improve really a lot your experience in the game, because trust me, literally just with few cents you can improve a lot your game and just have a better overall experience and even gain more, because you will win more and you will gain more essentially. Then we have two sites that I don't know if to put in the game sites or in the financial sites, because those are tournament sites. So those are community gaming and Juice Stakes. So more community gaming, because Juice Stakes right now is a bit installed, but both of those sites are really important because there you will find all the tournaments about Gods Unchained. So this is why I don't know if to put in the game or in the financial part, because essentially you play the game and win money. And trust me, you can win really a lot. I can tell you that because I won almost $5,000 in Gods Unchained in just tournaments. So you can really win a lot. On community gaming you can search for literally every game, so even for Gods Unchained, and even if for now the game is a bit stalled on the competitive part, I suggest to you to always go check at least 1 or 2 times a month on this site, because sometimes there are little tournaments that still have really juicy prizes that can really help you to make a bunch of money in the game. The tournaments are even one of the most fun things in Gods Unchained, so you have more fun, you play a better game, and you win even money. Okay, and now let's start with the essential financial sites. So the first one I want to talk about is Token Pro. So this is literally the best UI, the best interface for buy and sell every card, and even check like the overall value of your collection, and there are a lot of games of Immutable. This is literally essentially the site that everyone utilizes. Please don't utilize the EMX marketplace because it's literally trash. Just utilize Token Pro or any other site, because trust me, you will have a much better experience. So essentially you can buy and sell cards, and now they even added the offer, so you can even make an offer or accept offer on your cards. And this is pretty nice because trust me, you can even make a real big hit with some offer here and there, and sometimes someone accepts an offer that is a lot lower than the floor price of that card. So if you are not in a rush for that card, I would suggest to you to just put an offer even a bit lower of the floor, and someone will accept it sooner or later. So aside this kinda niche and kinda don't know is EMX called, this site is super nice. You have market analysis, so you can check all the price of the cards, how it's doing, what is improved, what is bought more, what is bought less. So it's really important for check all of those, but the most important part of this site I feel like is the bot part. So this bot is really important because essentially will sell the cards for you, and if you don't know, selling cards in Ju sometimes is really hard, and they will do that for you for just a little percentage of fee that is just 1.5% of fee. So it's super little, but how does it work? So essentially there are multiple bots that you can choose from, and this is really a nice thing because you can put fast, so essentially will always maintain the floor on the card, so the bot will literally change every time the listing for you for maintain the floor price. So if you think a card is really dropping or you really need money, you want to sell as up that card, you will utilize this bot, but probably you will gain a bit less because you will always lower the floor. The smart bot that I think is probably the best one, or at least the one I like more, that will try to manage, yes, a fast selling, but at the same time don't lower too much, so will take, they say, a bunch of days for sell a card, but yeah, at least you will take a good amount of money off your card. So they say that essentially with this bot, most of the time your card will not be always at the floor, but will get sold when that card will get a bunch of buy order, so you will get a bit more than the floor price. And then there is the safe bot that is like the smart one, but if you bought that card, it will just sell that card after a profit, so it will sell higher than what you paid, or it will just wait for an higher price. And then we have all that is even higher, so you want to make big gains and you are not in a rush to sell. But how does this bot work? So essentially you will send your card literally to the bot and they will sell for you. So guys, don't be scared if you don't see anymore your cards. It's normal, it's safe for what I know, a lot of people that are using that and no one got scammed. I don't take any responsibility obviously, but a lot of people are using that and no one ever had a problem. But obviously try on yourself, probably list a bunch of lower cards and then you can probably sell the cards that you want. So another really important site is Gos Exchange, that is essentially a swap that is running on layer 2. So you can change on this site all your values, of like for example Gods to Ethereum or Ethereum to Gods or even EMX, USDC, so all those values you can change on layer 2. So essentially you will not pay gas fee and so on, and you will have already those on layer 2. This is an amazing service. The fee is super little, is like 1% or something around that, so it's a lot less than the gas fee if you obviously don't have to change like thousands of dollars. In that case you can change on layer 1. But yeah, the service is amazing. You can change your money into other value, like for example if you want to play sealed and you don't have Gods, you can change your Ethereum, or if you like are doing play to earn and you want to change your gods in Ethereum, you can do that there. And I used that multiple times, I never had a problem with that. Another thing really important that there is in this site is the batch transfer. With that, essentially you can send a lot of cards from your wallet to another wallet, and it's pretty important when you have to move a lot of cards, for example if you sell a lot of cards together, because it makes you a lot easier job instead of like sending every card manually. I think there is even that on EMX Gold, and probably you should try to utilize that, because the one on Gos Exchange is a bit harder to utilize and a bit slower. So the last financial site that I want to share with you is Imuta Scan. For who doesn't know, this site is really important. Essentially you can check all the movement that is done on the layer 2 of Immutable, and that is pretty important because you can check literally like everything that comes to your wallet. And one of the things that I utilize that more is for check like for example my pack, because as you probably know the pack opening of Jew is kind of bugged, so if like it gets bugged, I can't see my cards and so on. I just go on Imuta Scan, I put my address, and I can see everything I got. I do that even like for sealed, for see if I got the golds, because sometimes you don't get the golds and so on. So you want to check at least sometimes your wallet for see all the movement in and out from your wallet, and you can even utilize that for check all the other wallet on the chain. So if you have like a curiosity about someone or someone that bought something and so on, you can check everything on Imuta Scan. And the 10th and the last site that is kind of bonus site, is not a financial, it's not game, is Jew Custom Card. Is essentially a site where you can build your own Gods Unchained card. So it's kind of memeish because obviously will not help you a lot in the game, but you can make every card you want, like for example this one. So guys, the video ended. I want really to thank all the people that are working on those sites, because those, as I said, are community sites, so they developed all those sites, made a lot of effort for just help us to have a better experience in the game. And since Gods Unchained is not helping them a lot to share those sites, I wanted to do that. So thanks to all of them for building sites, and remember to subscribe to my channel. I suggest to you to go check this video about the most rare deck on Gods Unchained, and I guess see you to the next video.